How to find the best deals on silver bullion. Let's get to the video. Hey guys, Patriotic Stack here, and I'm back with another Thursday video for you guys and girls today. Now, if you're watching my channel and you're not yet subscribed, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and don't forget to comment down below. All that stuff really helps out the channel. How to get your gold and silver bullion as cheap as possible. Now, if you guys are like me, I like buying my gold and silver as close to spot as I possibly can, or with the slightest premium. Now, depending on what I'm stacking that month or that week or that year, you guys know recently I've been stacking, kind of higher premium items. They're all still for the stack. They're stackable silver, but higher in premium than your typical generic rounds or, your very generic 10-ounce bars. For example, I've been working on a few challenges the last few months here that I've completed. And that was first the 10-ounce Britannia and the 10-ounce RCM bars. Now, those are great for stacking, but there is a higher premium on those. Some stackers, they don't want to pay that higher premium. And now you guys know that I was working on my American Silver Eagle Monster Box, and right now, about the average price for American Silver Eagles are about $4 to $5 over spot. Now that's dropped down a lot since the past 3 years. But again, to some people, that's not cheap enough. That premium's a little too high for some. And right now, I'm also working on a Maple Monster Box. And again, Maples are a little cheaper than Eagles, but they're still about that $3 to $4 over spot mark. So again, the premiums are kind of high on this stuff, but this is what I've been working on the last few months, and it's a portion of my stack. I stack silver in 3 tiers. When I want to go for weight and just get silver as cheap as I possibly can, I go with 10-ounce silver bars and kilo silver bars. Now, depending on the mint or that brand of bar, some bars are higher premium than others. Look at it as like you're paying for the name. If you go to buy your wife a Michael Kors purse, or you can buy her, a Steve Madden purse, you're gonna be paying more for that Michael Kors purse, but they're both the same thing. They're both a purse, right? And they're most likely both made from the same fabric, the same material, and all that stuff. So you're pretty much paying for the name for certain items. But on average, 10-ounce bars and kilo bars are one of the best things you can buy for weight and as low as premium silver you can possibly get, and just a great way to add weight and stack silver cheap. Now, if I want to get more liquidity when stacking silver, I go with government-backed coins, silver that holds its premium better than, for example, rounds or just common generic silver. My favorite are Eagles and Maples. Now, premiums are a little high on this. It still makes sense to stack them, especially now. If it was a few months ago, I would have told you no on American Silver Eagles because the premiums were crazy. But I stack my coins for liquidity and, be able to get some of that premium back when I come to offload them. And then third tier, I stack 90% constitutional silver or junk silver, whatever you want to call it. Now with junk silver, premiums are pretty high. That's because of the popularity in the 90% silver the last few years. Not to mention they don't make it anymore. But what I like about 90% is that you're checking off three boxes when you stack this stuff. You're obviously adding to the weight, and you're getting liquidity because 90% everyone knows about a silver quarter, right? And you're possibly getting some numismatic value. They don't make it anymore, and a lot of this stuff, the junk silver that we stack, are 70, 80, 100 years old. So yeah, those I do enjoy stacking 90%, but used to be cheap, not anymore, unfortunately. Premiums are pretty high on that. But despite on what we stack, if we want to get gold or silver very cheap, as close as spot as possible, the lowest premium, you shop around, right? So when I go to buy something, I don't just go onto the first bullion site. Like, for example, I don't just go on Monument Metals and add a tube of Eagles to the cart and just check out and I'm done. What I'll do, I'll go to Monument Metals, I'll see what they're charging, I'll add it to the cart, and then I'll go to bullion exchanges, and then I'll go to Liberty, and then I'll go to Bold Precious Metals, and I'll see who's cheaper, who has the lowest premium, and when I find out, what's the better deal, what place is selling them cheaper, I will go with that place. So it's kind of like, if you go buy a brand new car or with anything, you're shopping for appliances for your house, a new car, you shop around, right? You don't just go to one store, you go to multiple stores and you see which place has it cheaper, where you can keep a couple extra bucks in your pocket. So it's the same idea with silver and gold for me. I shop around. I just don't go to one site. I go to multiple sites. Usually I'm checking out 5 or 6 or 7 sites when I go to make a purchase. Unless I know for sure that site has been cheaper than the other sites, whatever, then I'll go with them. But I always shop around. And I know a lot of people aren't exactly comfortable with this, but there are a lot of great sellers in our community, on the YouTube community, on the Instagram platform, and not to mention on the Facebook platform. There are a lot of great reputable dealers that are actually quite cheaper than online dealers and your local coin shops. So when I'm looking to, shop around for something, and I'll also reach out to a couple of reputable dealers I know on these platforms. And a lot of times, they're $10 to $15 to $20 cheaper on certain items, especially like on tubes of Eagles. Matter of fact, recently I bought a tube from a buddy that I deal with, and he was about $15 cheaper than bullion exchanges, and bullion exchanges by far have had the best prices on silver Eagles the past 3 months. So, I'm always shopping around, and I think that's very, very important to do. Now, also, timing, right? So, obviously, if spots jumped up, premiums went up with it, maybe you want to hold off. Maybe it's not the best time to buy that week or that day. Because most of the time, when you go to buy something and the spot went up, you're like, I might as well get it now because tomorrow will be higher. Well, most of the time it doesn't work that way. You'll buy a tube of Eagles for $600, and then the next day it drops, and you could have got that tube for $585. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just got to time it out. You kind of, wait it out. Now, I know that's harder said than done. Like with me, I can't wait. I got to buy something at least every week. Even if it's something small, I have to get something. It's just, I got to save every week, so that's my way of saving. So, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like me that, they got to buy, and regardless of spot price, I'm always buying. Obviously, if premiums are high, I try to go with the lowest premium stuff that I still like to stack, and I'll go with that. But, obviously, there's only so much we can do when silver price is the silver price. If spot price is 25, and, there's always going to be obviously a premium, but there's ways you can shop around to find the better deal during that time. There's a lot of places you can reach out to. There's local coin shops. Now, I've noticed local coin shops usually aren't cheaper than online dealers. They're usually a little more expensive. Not a lot, but they are expensive. And listen, every penny adds up. That's how I look at it. Some people will spend an extra $5, $10 so they can have it in hand. Trust me, I know the feeling. But for me, I'll wait a week for it to get shipped out so I can save the $5 or $10 or whatever it is. But I'm not speaking for all local coin shops, because there are local coin shops out there that have really good deals and are very competitive with online dealers. So, I know a few people that have really great coin shop owners that sell, precious metals at a really, really competitive, great price. But I've noticed that local coin shops really can't compete with the online dealers, and that's 100% understandable because they are smaller compared to these massive giants, right? But I mostly shop from online. I'd say 95% of my stack is bought from online the last few years. It's pretty much just shop around, guys. Don't just go on one dealer and add it to the cart and check it out. Check out multiple dealers, because even some dealers that are known to be high, there'll be times that it's actually cheaper to buy from them. They'll have deals and sales and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely build relationships with your local coin shops. Search the dealers, search the bullion dealers, online dealers, and meet people in the community. Go on platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and you can, find great reputable dealers. Obviously, you always got to kind of, keep your guard up in the beginning, especially if you're new to those groups, because trust me, you can get scammed very easily. You always ask for references when you're making a first purchase, and sometimes, if you're buying from them the first time, a lot of times they'll put like a middleman where they can hold your money, and once they get it, once you get your package, then the funds will be released. So there's ways to go about it. But yeah, guys, shop around. There's deals out there. That's how I am able to buy my silver and gold and keep my average good. But yeah, guys, I hope this was a good video for you all today. And yeah, keep stacking, shop those deals, and Patriotic Stacker will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.